Hi, my name is Lynn Ross, and I'm the Director of the Human Anatomy Learning Center. This collaborative agreement between PCC and St. Mary Corwin Hospital gives PCC students and community members a state-of-the-art learning experience in human anatomy. The Anatomy Lab is home to a variety of resources, including a cadaver and an anatomage table. The body that is available for dissection was donated by an individual who wanted their remains to be used for educational purposes. The opportunity to learn from this anatomical donation is a privilege offered to PCC students and community members. Our anatomical donors will be shown the same level of dignity and respect that they experienced in life. The quality of your educational experience is influenced by each member of your group. Everyone has a responsibility to be fully present, which includes actively listening while others speak. Please be conservative in your use of lab supplies and handle all models, displays, and the anatomage table with care. Our objective is to promote a learning climate within this lab that fosters the intellectual, professional, and personal development of every student. The rules of the Anatomy Lab are based on patient privacy, respect, security, safety, and maintenance. These rules will be observed in the Human Anatomy Learning Center at all times. Because the Anatomy Lab is located within St. Mary Corwin Hospital, we are required to provide an orientation. In case of a fire, the closest fire extinguisher is on the wall where you first entered the lab. The fire alarm is located between elevators 1 and 2. The stairway is next to elevators 1 and 2. The bathrooms are across from elevators 1 and 2. Please use the sinks in the bathrooms to wash your hands after leaving the Anatomy Lab. This phone is for emergency calls. Dialing 123 will take you directly to hospital security. Occasionally, an announcement will be made using the loudspeaker overhead. These are medical or emergency preparedness codes. The meanings of the codes are posted on the bulletin board by the front door. If an announcement code comes over the loudspeaker, we all need to be silent so we can hear it. Then we'll need to check the bulletin board and act accordingly. Because St. Mary Corwin is a working hospital, students are limited to certain areas of the hospital that have been designated for their use. These are areas where you have permission to be. Please do not roam into other areas of the hospital which have not been designated for PCC student use. You are welcome to go to Starbucks and the gift shop, which are just inside the west entrance. You may also gather at the east entrance. You are welcome to visit the cafeteria. Please wait for your class in this seating area across from the elevators. This is a designated area for PCC students. Please do not sit in this seating area because it is too close to working areas of the hospital. The bodies that are available for dissection were donated by individuals who wanted their remains to be used for educational purposes. Body donation is a gift provided to enhance learning and is worthy of the utmost respect. Anatomical donors are perhaps the best teacher we will ever have, and we are honored by the opportunity to learn from them. The lit candle is to honor their gift to us. A gift is only useful if it is opened, so that is what we have done. We have opened their gifts. Here are the rules for the Human Anatomy Learning Center. Always enter and exit through the back door where the anatomage table is. Do not use the front door at any time that the body is out in the main room. As a precaution, the curtain in the main room should be pulled open so the body cannot be seen from the hallway. Put all personal belongings in the locker room. Better yet, only bring the essentials when you come to the lab. Also, all cell phones should be turned off and stored in the locker room. Absolutely no electronic recording devices. Refer to the Anatomy Lab by its proper name and not the Cadaver Lab. The cadaver is only one of the many resources we have. No food, drinks, or tobacco in the lab. Do not touch anything unless you've been given permission or instruction. Leave the lab in order. If you moved it, return it to its original spot. Be courteous and respectful. This is a relatively small space. This should be a positive experience for everyone. Report any injury, lightheadedness, or skin irritation to your instructor immediately. All injuries, no matter how insignificant they may appear, must be reported to your instructor immediately. The instructor will administer first aid and determine whether you should be directed to a facility for further treatment at your expense. The first aid kit is located in this cabinet. If you feel uncomfortable at any time, you may leave. Please let your instructor or someone know you are leaving and if you plan to return. Once you exit the lab, the doors automatically lock. It's difficult to hear someone knocking. Gloves must be worn by all persons handling the body. Once you've touched the body, be conscious of where your hands go. Don't adjust your mask, touch the lights or the camera, the countertops, the computer, and definitely not the anatomage table. Dispose of gloves in a way that you don't make skin contact. Gloves can go into the regular trash. If you have no intention of touching the body, please do not put gloves on. That just wastes our resources. If your skin or clothing has come in contact with the body, you should thoroughly wash as soon as possible. Please use the bathrooms across from the elevators to wash your hands when you leave the lab. Don't use this sink in the anatomage room. It's too close to expensive computer equipment. Wash the clothes that you wore into the lab before wearing them again. Please wipe any spills on the floor immediately. Fluids on this floor can be hazardous. To adjust the camera, use this handle to move the arm into place. Do not try to adjust the camera by moving it. The computer will make finer camera adjustments. Anatomical donors are to be treated with the utmost respect at all times. Inappropriate or improper behavior or comments will result in dismissal from the anatomy lab. The anatomage table and all the skeletons and displays in the lab should be treated with the same level of respect given the donor bodies. Remember, we are guests while we are at St. Mary Corwin Hospital, and we should always conduct ourselves accordingly. If your class is an evening class, the east entrance doors will be locked after 8 p.m. You will have to exit the hospital at the west entrance next to the ER. Again, welcome to the Human Anatomy Learning Center at St. Mary Corwin Hospital. I hope you will take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to learn from the teacher on the table and from all the resources the Human Anatomy Learning Center has to offer.